to continue our journey down making our game happen. So yesterday we worked on casting a spell, and I believe all the tests pass. It's been a long yesterday. Yeah, so we cast a spell. We can send a unit, or we can send a point in space, and we'll figure it out from there. So we come into this out. I'm not sure how I want to handle that yet. I think I could. Is there a mutable spell? Just has a ID, so we can look at, say here, what are the hero interactions? It's looking for a target unit, target location, and the spell. So we could probably pass null to both of those, and 0 will be passed along, and the server side will figure out what it wants to do with that particular situation. So we have the output, which is cast spell, then we have the input, which is unit casted spell. I'm actually going to rename this to unit casting spell. So this is notification from the server side that the spell is being casted, so that we can update the unit accordingly. This information is probably fine. Unit ID in question, spell ID, the position X and Y, probably not necessary. But we'll keep it for, why not? Just in case we want to point them in the right direction. And then we need to do another input in a minute. So this is going to be kind of a threefold thing here. So I'm going to kill our server real quick and rerun tmux. But one thing we have a problem with is our font is too small. Kill that. And darn, okay. I wish the terminal wouldn't do that. Change the font sizes. So what we need to do, I think I make this hair bigger, like that, and then we're just going to say use settings as default. Okay, now if we open a new tab, there we go. We got tmux, and that's in gear. All right. So what we're going to do is spawn our windows side by side, and do that here, just sort of get ourselves back set up. Oops. No. There we go. So now, what we want to do is we want to update our game server socket acceptor. And we're going to add another event here, which is unit casting spell, which is 5. Oh, this is a read, never mind. This is, yeah. Unit cast spell, this is 104. Okay, and I'm going to call it unit cast spell. And we're going to need to alias it. Clean some of this up. Unit cast spell. And we just need to create that now. So the games lib game server. This is going to be handler input unit cast spell ex. I'm going to read in lib game server handler input. It's a unit move to, and that'll get us started. Unit cast spell. We have the unit ID. We're going to have the spell ID. That's going to be nil, and just going to import itself. Unit cast spell. This is going to be 104. Unit cast spell, and we got our spell ID. Okay, so we have that. Ready? So we read in our unit cast spell. That gets passed on to our command queue, so we'll go to that. Lib game server command queue, and that's all we saw. So lib game server handler command handler. This is where we're going to have the 104. So def process command 104, then data, and there we have it. And what we're going to need to do is we're going to need to find the unit. And so we have this happening here. Probably should extract that out, which is the best thing I can do. Say like do def find see here. Find player. And this is going to be the unit ID. So here, we grab this and put that there. And just return the player. I don't know if I want to call it find player, say call it player. Or find player, sure, why not? Okay, so here player equals find player command data unit ID. So that'll get that. Here we have our unit ID, and here we have our unit ID. That finds our player, and now we can do player equals find player command data unit ID. Okay. If player equal to nil, once we found something, we're going to need to get our unit. Unit equals map get player units command data unit ID. Battle unit get unit. UI, I'm going to say cast spell, player unit command data, we're going to have the yeah, I kind of like this idea of a def find unit as well. Do int. So what it does is it's the player. Oops. Player equals find player unit ID, and then if player is not equal to nil, do int map get player units unit ID that'll unit get unit. So here we don't need this. So command data spell ID, and then we have the input. So here's the output. Here is cast spell, which we target unit ID. It's that here. Target unit ID nil. Target unit ID. We need that. And now we'll need here. We don't need this anymore. We'll do find unit command data unit ID if unit is not equal to nil. Okay. And we're even making it simpler, I think, at this point. Okay. Now here is find unit and data unit ID if unit is equal to nil. Oops. Do here we're going to need command data target unit ID command data position X command data position Z. So we'll probably end up cleaning that up even more, but for now that'll do what we need. We'll also need to actually do here is we'll need find unit command data target unit ID. Okay. I feel like we need to I don't think we need battle unit. Well, maybe we do. Alright, anyways. Now we're going to need the the cast spell. Okay, so here vi lib game server battle interaction unit interactions. We got some create unit, seed gain, create unit item, move unit, def, cast spell, player, unit, spell ID, target unit, position X, position Z. Do image. Okay, so this is the case when we cast a spell when we have all those things. Additionally, we need to do this as do def cast spell, player unit, spell ID. We'll always have those. Now if our target unit is null, position X, position Z, to end, and def cast spell, player unit, spell ID, target unit. And these should be irrelevant. And so I think we have this case is the same as this case. So we're just going to change it to that. Okay. And so now likely the target unit is going to be nil. And I'll do one more, def cast spell, player unit, spell ID, nil, 0, 0. So those are our cases. Okay. So now, this is the case when player wants to cast a spell onto a specific area, likely used as an AoE. And then at doc, this is the case when the player casts a spell onto a specific unit. And the doc here, this is the case when the player casts a spell that affects that usually is creating something with no target, like a minion. Alright, so Okay. Now, what we're going to do is we need to, just looking at what we've got our casting of spells. So what we're going to do is we're going to say, with battle unit, we have create unit. So what we're going to do is we just need to notify that the spell has been casted. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to clean this up first. Unit move, and then spell, what do we call it? Unit casting spell. Unit casting spell. Unit casting spell. Okay? And what we're going to do is we're going to actually talk to the battle unit. And we're going to say battle unit initiate cast spell. And we're going to pass this along as the player unit and spell ID. That's all. Lib game server models battle unit. Okay. And I do recall wanting to extract a lot of this stuff because it's doing a lot of things now. And it's getting kind of complicated. What we can do is one thing I want to do is we could yeah, definitely want to do that. Okay, so I'm just going to comment that out for now. And we're going to do lib game server battle interaction. I want to call it unit move interaction. Def module. What do we call it? Unit move interaction. Okay. And something we need to get into is we need to get into behaviors. And this is going to be one of those things that's going to be in them. But in the meantime, what I want to do is Elixir behavior. So this is what we want. We need to create a behavior that we can enforce in some way. And we need to define a behavior. So here, is we're going to create a behavior. I'm just gonna go under here. BI-lib game server battle interaction. I'm gonna call this it's a good word for it. So basically we want to have a behavior for the pause and the resume. We'll call it registered process, registered unit behavior. IOUR in this case, yes. Def module registered unit behavior, and it's going to be callback, and we're going to have pause, and it's going to be number, right? Number. Number module Atom and args, which is going to be list. And I think we have to do .t. And so now this is going to return, pause is going to return OK. And then here we're going to have resume. This is the same thing. So now I'm going to say at behavior IOUR is game game server dot battle interaction, and here game server battle interaction, and the game server battle interaction registered unit behavior. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over here, quit, and we're going to edit the game server battle interaction unit interactions. Seed game, create unit, move unit. No, that's not what I want. It's going to be models battle unit. Doing a lot of restructuring here. So here, zoom. So we're going to take all of that. Live game server battle interaction unit move interaction. And now we're going to import. Now we don't want to import. Alias game server models battle unit, and one thing we don't have is we don't have now. Live game server battle model battle unit. We're going to need the times. We're just going to take this out of here. In fact, process registry doesn't even make sense in here. So and cut that out. Okay. Alias game server dot process registry command queue and timer. Timer. Okay. We have let's see here. Set target position, which is battle unit. Set target position, and then here battle unit set position, battle unit set position, and total time registry. Okay. Battle unit. Battle unit. Battle unit. Battle unit. There's that. So we've broken that down quite a bit. And then we need to add our spec. And it's going to be pause number. Oh no, this is not a number. This is a PID. Which is better. Type PID. And then module atom list. Okay. So now we have that behavior defined. Now, just saw that before it closed. Things should not be compiling. Server start. So we have the command handler. That's clever. Unit equals that. Player unit nil. Player nil. Nil. So here, find unit. It's going to be player unit. Player unit. And we'll do target unit. Find unit. Density target unit. There we go. Command handler line 72. Spell ID, target unit. There we go. So now that's what I more expected to see. Lib game server battle interaction unit move interaction. So alias game server handler output unit move. And we don't need this here, alias game server util math as gmath. So that's started. And what we need to do is lib main server. We have our handler, command handler. So this goes to unit interaction move unit. Okay, lib main server battle unit. Interaction unit interactions move unit, which we shouldn't. Well, we do have. That goes to the battle unit. So now we'll have alias name server battle interaction unit move interaction, and that'll be fine. So it'll be unit move interaction, and that should, okay. Get init command handler. So it's under command handler. Command handler. Line 96. Get unit. All right. Let's see how this goes. We don't have the spell hooked up yet, but I want to make sure nothing's broken right now, which is kind of possible. I did a lot of refactoring. Yeah, the movement isn't working. Okay, it's good to know. So find unit, notify all. UI move unit. Okay, lib main server battle interactions unit interactions. This is going to be move unit. Create unit move unit. Unit move interaction. Command handler via lib main server. Battle interaction. Unit move interaction. So we have move unit. Seems reasonable. Inspect unit interaction move unit. Inspect going to be unit move interaction move unit. Embedding, it's going to be somewhat related to lib name server handler command handler. Process command, this is the move unit. I will inspect player unit. So nil. Okay. Find player. Find unit. Make sure I'm passing the right things along. Command data unit ID. IO inspect unit ID. IO inspect player. So we do find a player. Okay. And then we're going to go to unit, get units, unit ID. IO inspect. That's the issue there. Else. There we go. So that's back. And so we can take out our debugging. Unit created. And then still has some debugging going on. Make sure that's there. There we go. Alright, silence the warnings, or the debugging. So he's back into movement. Okay, that is pretty exciting. Now, we're going to need the unit the cast interaction. All right. Oops. Let's take a look here. So we processed the command. This is our cast spell. So we need to do here, instead of doing that, we're going to do unit cast spell interaction. So I'm going to go up here to unit cast spell interaction. And this is going to be probably more than 1 day's worth of work here. So, or more than 10 minutes worth of work. So here, we're going to need to go to this side. I'm going to go vi lib game server battle interaction unit cast spell interaction .ex. If module game server battle interaction unit cast spell interaction do end, and this is going to have a behavior game server battle interaction registered unit behavior. Okay, we're going to need all these things. Battle unit, and we're going to need output unit casting spell, which I'm not sure we have yet. vi lib game server handler output unit casting spell .ex. I'm going to read in lib game server handler output unit created unit move. So darn it, it's going to be unit casting spell. Unit casting spell? Yeah. And this is going to be not an edit, but a read file, and there we go. Unit casting spell, and we have unit ID, spell ID, XY. Spell ID nil. Unit casting spell, which is going to be 5. And that'll do most of it. So unit casting spell. There's our byte, we got our unit ID, and we're going to need our spell ID. There we go, that'll do that. And we need to go to the beginning of our line here and add our alias. And now we have some stuff here. We basically need to add our specs in. Pause is going to be unit PID module unit casting spell end. And that spec zoom unit tool. Unit casting spell. And no odds for now. That. Assume that's a problem here. And there's that. Okay. Here we're going to need to do def initiate cast spell. Player unit spell ID. So now I'm just going to go up here to cheat a little to make sure I understand what's going on. So now we're going to do init casting spell. That is going to be init casting spell unit ID, which is going to be unit ID, and our spell ID. Spell ID, and our position X and Y are irrelevant, so we're just going to 0 and 0. Position X, position Y, Z. Okay, so we have that. Now Command Q, player PID, unit casting spell, get command ID, unit casting spell. Darn, it's so close right now. So here, lib game server handler command handler. This is going to be 5 def process command PID 5 unit casting spell. That's irrelevant. Do end notify all the unit casting spell unit casting spell false. I guess I could do direct, and it's kind of irrelevant at this point. Okay, and then additionally, we don't need this. All right. Unit casting spell, which is going to be here. Unit casting spell. Is going to be here. Spelling error. Unit casting spell, line 15. Unit. Let's see here. S unit created to unit casting spell. There we go. And under function notify call. There we go. So our game is running, and now we need to do actions, new, unit casting spell action, which is going to be similar to this. So I'm just going to capture that. Unit casting spell, and trace unit casting spell. Let's look at our lookup. Map handler lookup. This is going to be unit casting spell. Yeah. Unit casting spell. And then here, unit casting spell, unit casting spell action. So we're just going to test this once. If it doesn't work right away, we have to resume tomorrow. Oh, it's not going to work. For one exact reason, which is the battle keyboard tool cast spell. This is going to be target unit, target location. So null. Oops. That's what you get when you use too many editors. All right. We're going to see how this works out. Everything is hooked up correctly. Should get a response on the client, or because of all the hacking I just did, likely a crash, but we'll see. What we could do is we can say oops, IO inspect unit casting spell. So he moves around still. Ooh, not even close. Oops. Do one quick look here. Interaction. Cast spell. Unit cast spell. And then one more thing is here. IO inspect player unit. So I think I'm going to do this is being sent to the unit interaction, battle interaction, unit interactions. This is going to be IO inspect casting with X and Z. IO inspect casting with target. IO inspect casting on self. Casting with X and Z. Okay. And what is X and Z? IO inspect position X, position Z. I wonder if it just matches it right away. Yep, it is. Okay, so now actually I think we should probably put this one first. So that'll match that one first. And there we go. Unit casting spell, so it's got the whole loop in. So how's that? Isn't that special? And so now we can keep that in there, I guess, for now. So that's really cool. So that's it for the day. We've got this whole loop hooked up. Now we can start managing how we want to do our casting of spells. All right, happy coding. See you guys tomorrow.